question of section of solid, if you remember, the first question of section of solids, we had completed it. That is a triangular prism. And now we will I will share my screen. So I will share my screen. So you can see the screen right now.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay. So now I will show this PDF of the book. So this is the unit. Now it's very difficult to join. Uh, so in section of solids, we already discussed one problem. If you remember this problem regarding this triangular prism. So I hope you remember this problem. Yes or no? This problem, triangular prism.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I will teach another problem here, where it will include a auxiliary inclined plane. So in this case, the auxiliary inclined plane, you see number 2, this one I am trying to focus, this in auxiliary inclined plane. So it is a plane perpendicular to VP. Just a sec. So in this auxiliary inclined plane, it is described as the plane perpendicular to VP, and inclined to HP. So this is the auxiliary inclined plane. You can see this is the auxiliary inclined plane, and you can see here this plane is inclined to HP. So this theta, you can see this theta angle. This theta angle you can see here, this particular figure. You see this with the HP, it is making angle theta, and it is perpendicular to the VP. Okay, it is perpendicular to the VP and is making inclined angle of theta with the HP. So this plane, you please notice it here, and we will discuss one problem regarding this. Okay, just a sec, let me add. So this plane, it is given here as that this line, you see auxiliary inclined plane AIP, it is a plane perpendicular to VP and inclined to HP. Its front view is a straight line. Obviously the front view, you can see this front view. If you watch this figure, if you watch this plane from the right, so it will appear as a inclined line, this VT. So it will, this plane, auxiliary inclined plane, it will appear as a VT. You can see this VT, V and this T. So it will appear as a inclined line on the vertical plane if you see from the front view. And this line, you can see here it is written, this line is also represents the vertical trace of the section plane as shown in figure. The horizontal trace of this plane is a line perpendicular to xy. The horizontal trace of this line is a perpendicular to xy. So the horizontal trace, you can see here it is mentioned, I am trying to focus it, this ht, you can see this ht, this ht, this ht is a line, this horizontal trace that is on the hp, it is basically described on the on the hp horizontal plane. So it is a horizontal trace. This horizontal trace is always perpendicular to the xy. This is the x, this is the x, okay, and this is the y. You see, I'm trying to focus it, so this is the xy. So this ht, I'm trying to focus it, this ht is always perpendicular to this x, and this y. Okay, so xy is ht is always perpendicular to xy. That is what is mentioned. People are, is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now let us focus on the problem. See, I will be teaching from the exam point of view only. So look at this problem. Look at this problem of square prism. Page number, it is given here, page number 12.15. So look at this problem. Look at this problem. Here it is given that a square prism of base 40 mm and axis 60 mm. So I think already you're familiar with a square prism. So the edges are squares. In the case of prism, the edges are squares and it is of 40 mm sides and the height of the prism is 60 mm. That's it is given. And it is resting on the HP. It is resting on the HP. Again, people are, it is resting on HP. Now, it rests on its base HP such that one of the vertical faces means the square prism will have rectangular faces. How many rectangular faces will a square prism have? Please tell me, how many rectangular faces does a square prism has? How many rectangular faces does a square prism have?
Sir, 4.
Yes, 4. So one of those faces is inclined at 30 degree to the vertical plane. Okay, one of the square faces, sorry, rectangular faces is inclined at 30 degree to the vertical plane. Now, a section plane, a section plane perpendicular to VP, a section plane perpendicular to the VP, inclined at 48 degree to the HP, inclined at 45 degree to the HP, passing through a point 20 mm from the top end, cuts the prism. So there is a, this square prism is cut by a, this square prism is cut by a plane, this square prism is cut by a section plane which is perpendicular to the VP, which is perpendicular to the VP and inclined at 48 degree to the HP. And at what particular position the inclined plane cuts the prism? 20 mm, 20 mm from the top end. 20 mm from the top end, it will cut the prism, the section plane. So you have to draw the front view, sectional top view, and true shape of the section. Have you understood the problem?
Yes, sir.
So there is this square prism. So you have this square prism. This is the square prism. So this is of 40 mm side, 40 mm, and height is 60 mm. Now it is cut by a section plane, which is, so it will cut, it will, okay, this is a square prism and it will cut by a section plane, and the section plane is, it will cut at a position 20 mm from this 20 mm. So this is the 20 mm, 20 mm. So at the 20 mm location, it will cut. At this one, it will cut. So that's what is shown. You will get this figure. You see, you will get this figure. You focus here. You will get this figure. Can you observe this figure? A, B, C, D. Can you focus on the A, B, C, D? A, B, C, D. And you see the upper face. Can you see the upper face? But the upper face, you see, it has been cut. Okay. So this dark, the bold dark means lines, it represents the cut section. Okay. Because the thin lines, you can see these thin lines, this thin line, these thin lines, this will represent the square itself. I mean square prism, but it has been cut at this particular section. So at PQ section P, this P, and at Q section it has been cut. Okay. So it's almost, I think it's very difficult to draw here. I will explain it. You see, I will try to explain it in this figure itself. So you have to just understand it, the sequence in which it is constructed. Okay, you have to understand the sequence. You have to focus on this figure. You have to basically focus on this figure. Okay, on the right figure. Okay, this figure. So first, you see what we'll do. First of all, you have to draw the draw a square. First of all, you have to draw a square. This square, you see, this square. First of all, you have to draw this square A B C D. Okay, you have to draw this figure. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say? Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say? So first of all, you have to draw this square A B A, then B, then C, then D. See A, then B, then C, then D. I am trying to put the figure. I am trying to put those points in the corner so that you can focus. A, A, then B, then C, then D. You have to draw this square and you have to keep the side CD. You have to keep the side CD, this CD. Are you able to focus CD? CD. Can you see CD? The side CD.
Yes, sir.
So this side, this C means this C, and D means this D. The corner, upper right corner, I'm trying to place it. CD. So you have to make this CD at an angle of 30 degree to the XY axis. X, 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 Y, Y, XY axis. After that, after that, after drawing this ABCD, this ABCD, you have to project this A. You see, I'm focusing it here. You see, this A. You have to focus this B. Then you have to focus this C. Then you have to focus this D. Okay. Project this as A dash. You see A dash, D dash, B dash, and this is the C dash. Understood or not? হিতাৰ্থ হিতাৰ্থ okay. So remember this side CD, I mean this side CD which I'm focusing right now, this side CD of the square CD will be inclined at 30 degree to the X, and this is Y axis, boss. Then you have to project this A, you have to project this B, you have to project this C. Don't concentrate on SNR, okay? Don't concentrate on SNR. This is don't you don't have to know about this right now. SNR. Forget about this. Then project this C, and after that you project this D. So you will get A dash, A dash. This is A dash. Then this is D dash. Then this is B dash. You remember this problem? Okay, this focus on this problem only. I'll not try to teach too many problems right now because this is what this is important from exam point of view. So I'm trying to focus. Is it okay? Have you got A dash D dash? Is it okay? Have you got A dash D dash B dash C dash on XY? এইখিনিলৈকে বুজি পাইছা নে নাই?
Yes, sir.
Have
Yes,
you
sir.
all understood? Huh?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rest A dash D dash B dash C dash. How you have got it? Now also if you get A dash, that means this A, if you get this A dash, if you can get this C dash, if you can get this D dash, and if you get this B, from B you get B dash. Similarly, at the top portion also, at the top portion you see in the front view from XY, can you get 3 dash, 2 dash, 4 dash, 1 dash? Can you get at the it is 60 mm? I told you height of the square prism is 60 mm. This 60, you see 60, 60, 60. Can you get this 60 at a height of 60 mm? Can you get this 3 dash? Can you get this 2 dash? Can you get this 4 dash? Can you get this 1 dash?
Yes, sir.
Because with A, see square prism, I told you now, in case of square prism, automatically I think you know that the lower bases are named as A, B, C, D. Upper bases known as upper edges are 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you remember this naming? Where you remember 1, 2, 3, 4 you use for the top edges of the prism or whatever? Yes, top edges of the prism and bottom edges of the prism you use A, B, C, D. You remember? Remember or not? Okay, how come this disappeared?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in these edges, bottom portion are known as A, B, C, D, and similarly with A coincides 1, so this should coincide 1, with B it should coincide 2, with C we should coincide 3, with D we should coincide 4. 4. Similarly, in this case also, you see with C dash it's 3 dash, with B dash 2 dash. So we got the front view now, D dash 4 dash and A dash, you get there 1 dash, post 1 dash. So at a height of 60 mm, you have to draw now. Height of the square is 60 mm, it is given. So you get this square. Now, this is not a square. In fact, this is a rectangle in the front view. Now, you have to draw the vertical trace. Vertical trace means after you draw this square, after you draw this square, where you get dot square rectangle, 1 in the front view, 1 dash, 4 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and here you get A dash, B dash, D dash, and C dash. So you get this rectangle. Now you have to draw this VT. VT means vertical trace. So this because this is the plane that cuts the solid. This is the plane that cuts the solid. So this P, you see focus P, and this is the T. See VT. So this VT, you have to draw this VT inclined at 45 degree is given here, 45 degree. Inclined at 45 degree. Yes, you can draw a VT inclined at 45 degree. That is not an issue at all. But thing is where you have to cut the plane. You see here 20 mm. You see 20 mm. Focus on the 20. At 20, you see 20 mm from the top 2 dash. 20 mm from the not 2 dash. In fact, the axis. So the axis will start. The axis means the connecting the. What is the axis? It will connect the center of both the square faces. So it will. This is the. In fact, it is not named here. So this one. This one, in fact, is the axis. So this one, in fact, the axis. Okay. So which has been started from this center face. So you see here at 20 mm from the top, you make this VT. Inclined at 48 degree. Inclined at 48 degree. Boss. That's it. Understood how you got the VT? Understood how you got the VT? I am
Yes.
trying to focus on the VT. V, and this is the T. Inclined at 48 degree. Yes, you can obviously draw a inclined VT at 48 degree to the XY. Yes, you can draw it. And obviously it is 20 mm. You see 20. You see 20 from the top portion of the axis. So this is, you see it is exactly at 20. See 20. Exactly at this point. At this point, you see it's 20. It is passing through that point. Because in the question is given. So you got the vertical trace. Now let the VT, that is the vertical trace VT. You see, it is given a VT. VT will cut A dash 1 dash at which point? You tell me. If you have understood the figure well, VT will cut the edge A dash 1 dash where? At which point you will cut the A dash 1 dash? In the front view, you see above this XY axis, this is the front view. This is the front view, okay? So A dash 1 dash, you see in the front view, A dash 1 dash, where it will, where the vertical trace will cut. At which particular point the vertical trace will cut? VT. A dash 1 dash. At which particular point? What is the name of that point? Please. At which particular point will cut? A dash 1 dash. Hello?
Which point?
At which particular point V, this VT will, I mean the vertical trace will cut the side or edge A dash 1 dash. Tell me from the figure. A dash 1 dash.
P dash.
Yes, very good. That's it. At which particular point it will cut B dash 2 dash? The vertical trace, at which particular point it will cut 2 dash and B dash? That edge.
The Q dash.
Yes, that's it. So at which particular point you cut 4 dash D dash?
So T dash.
Yes, that's it.
T dash.
Yes, T dash. And at which particular point, just and at which particular point it will cut the top edge of the prism 2 dash 3 dash. it will cut 2 dash 3 dash, it will cut 2 dash 3 dash at exactly r dash. You remember it, okay? You just remember it. I'll just try to make it clear. At 2 dash 3 dash edge, so it will cut the 2 dash 3 dash edge at point r dash. So these points you need to remember here. Focus on these particular points. Now you got p dash, you got p dash, you got t dash, you got q dash, and you got r dash. These are the points which so which you need to project. These points you need to project again on the top view. This p dash you project on the top view again. This p dash you project, p dash you see on the left. I'm showing on the left, you see p dash. This p dash you project on the top view, you will get p. You will get p. Already it is projected. Actually, exactly on the same point it will lie as 1. Project point q dash, project point q dash here. You project this point, you will get q here, exactly where b and 2 lies. Exactly where b and 2 lies, you will get q. Then you get r dash s dash. Remember these 2 points. You might think, sir, what is r dash s dash? What is r dash s dash? So if you project it below, you see in the top view. If you project it in the top view, this r dash s dash you get it when you look at r dash s dash. I mean, I'm talking about this r dash s dash. When the VT will cut the section 2 dash 3 dash, so you will get r dash s dash. And as soon as you project the r dash s dash in the top view, you will get s and r in this format. Now you will get s and r. Now you are getting s and r. Now you are getting s and r. Now you are getting s and r, okay, from this front view. Understood or not up to this? Don't look at this. Up to this only I explained. I've explained about this top view and front view only till now. Have you understood or not? Have you understood this or not? How you got S and R? How you got this point S and R on the triangle? Because, sorry, on the square, because you have already done A, B, C, D. This square was already done. I told you how to draw this square at inclined at 30 degrees. This is already done to you. But how you got point S and R on this square? You have projected this R dash S dash. You have projected this R dash S dash from the top view, from the front view to the top view. Draw this line, you will get the R dash S dash. Understood or no? These things should be. Yes, please.
Sir, বুজিলো.
Others, the rest of the other people, other students. Ovilas, Aditya, Ongruz, Ongsuman, Annie, Anjan, Unupol, Orindam, Urunov, Aryan, S, Asfak, Borsa, Devasis, Deep, Thiman, Disti, Gobes, Himangsu, Hirok, Hitarto, Ipsita, Zagriti, Janu, Juganto, Konkon, Kosto, Lokho, Moli, Moyuk, Muktadi, Neha, Nilom, Nidhi, Nivaz, Paros, Probal, Pranami, Proti, Smith, Rajiv, Rasputim, Selina, Simran, Subanga, Sumit, Swagat, Tanha, Trisha, Utkarsh. All of you, are you able to get it or not? This figure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This, I think this top view and this front view will get it. Yes, this top view and this front view will able to, you will understand it. Not so difficult. Thing is now, one new thing you will see this one. You will think, oh, sir, we have seen this for particle. You have seen this. You have seen this front vertical plane, you have seen this horizontal plane, and suddenly you have seen here auxiliary inclined plane. So you need to get the this question was I'll show you the question here. Question was draw its front view. Question was draw its front view, sectional top view. You got the front view. You got this front view. This is the front view. This is the front view. You got the sectional top view. This is the sectional top view. This one is a sectional top view. But last question is find the true shape of the section. Find the true shape of the section. And this one is this one actually. True shape. P1, Q1, R1, S1 and T1. How to get this true shape of the section? That you will get in this auxiliary inclined plane. That's it. So what you have to do to get the true shape of the section? Because you see here, please, you look at this figure. This is the actual figure actually. You see this section P, Q, R, S and T. Okay, capital P. I am talking about this capital P, then capital Q, then capital R, then capital S, then capital T. This section is inclined. Neither in the top view you will get the actual true shape of the section P, Q, R, S, T. I am talking about capital P, Q, R, S, T. Neither you will get the actual shape of this section P, Q, R, S, T in top view, nor in front view you will get the actual shape of the section. So how to get the actual shape of this section P, Q, R, S and T? How to get it? You will get it in this case. You will get it only not in the front view, not in the side view. Rather, you will get in the auxiliary inclined plane. So how to get this, the true shape of the section, how to get the true shape of the section, that is the challenge here. Therefore you have to move to this auxiliary inclined plane. So you have to do what you have to do after completing the front view and top view. So you have it's মাথাটো গৰম হৈ যায়, লিখা গুচি গুচি যায়। What you have to do in this case, just remember front view and top view will get. What you have to do, first you draw this x1 y1, this x1 y1. First you draw this x1, first you draw this x1 and this y1. Okay, first you draw this x1 y1 parallel to the vt, parallel to this v, parallel to this t. You first draw this line x1 y1 x1 y1 line, reference line to parallel to this vt, that is the vertical place vt. Okay, at a particular distance, any distance, but don't make it too far away so that you will waste space. Now project points p dash, please, project points p dash, project point q dash, project point t dash, project point r dash and s dash on this line x1 y1. You see, yes or no? Understood or not? I'm trying to bring it to a corner. P dash, T dash, Q dash, R dash, S dash, you project it on x1 and y1. Is it okay? Up to this, have you understood? On x1, y1? Is it visible x1, y1 line to you?
Yes, sir.
So you have projected those points on the x1 and y1 line. After that, what you have to do, locate. Now next challenge that will come, p dash. Suppose first point p dash, this p dash you have projected here on the x1 and y1. Okay, so this is where is p dash located. Okay, but now at how much distance this p dash you have to draw? This p1 at what distance from x1 y1 you will get this p1? That is the challenge. At what distance from x1 y1 you will get p1? At what distance? The distance is p, this p, bullying. distance of, so please I'll try to repeat it. What is the distance of P1 from X1, Y1? What is the distance of P1 from this X1, Y1 line? Okay. What is the distance of P1, this P1? What is the distance of this P1 from this X1 and Y1 line? Okay. It is the same distance as P, this P of top view from the XY line. Same distance. One point you remember it, rest of the other things will be clear to you. Please focus. You draw this X1, Y1 line parallel to V, T, that is vertical trace line. At any distance, you got this X1, Y1 line. After that, you projected P dash, you projected this P dash, you projected this T dash, you projected this Q dash, you projected this R dash, S dash on this X1, Y1 line. Next thing that will come to your mind, sir, how to project, how you got this P1, how you got this, at what distance you have drawn this, sir, this P1 line, P1 point, P1 from X1 line, from X1, Y1 line, this distance P1 from X1, Y1 line is same as the distance of P, this P of top view from XY line. Is that clear? Is
Yes, sir.
it clear? Next, you might think, sir, how to get this T1? At what distance is T1 located from X1, Y1? You see here, come here back again. This T, what is this distance from X and Y? What is the distance of this T? This T from X and Y, same distance you see here. Same distance you'll get. Understood? Similarly, you'll get P dash, P1, Q1, S1, R1, and Q1. Understood or not? PT, suppose S1. What is the distance of S1 from X1, Y1? It is the same distance. How you got this S1 point? How to got this S1 point from X1, Y1? Same distance of this point S from X and Y. Is it clear, this problem?
Yes, sir.
That means this XY, this is the XY. So all these points P, this Q, this R, this S, and this T, whatever their distance from is from XY. Here same distance is of P1 from X1, Y1, T1 from X1, Y1, S1 from X1, Y1, R1 from S1. Same distance. Clear? Rest you can draw it. Not an issue. Understood up to this? Any doubt, please ask me. If you have any doubt regarding this figure, please ask me. Sir, what is the front view? What is top view? Why you have drawn that two section there? Or any question you please ask me.
No, sir.
Rest other students, please.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So if you ask me now, okay, this is okay. So I have stopped sharing the screen right now. So from my end, I would like to say that how do you, okay, someone has sent me a message. Okay, someone I actually know. Someone sent me a message. I didn't. No, they are not able to join. Okay, but I think I saw the message just now. I hope they are under joined. I think. Anyways, regarding exam, it is of 70 marks. All of you are listening. Both the
Yes.
sections.
Yes,
EC,
sir.
EC.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
okay. So regarding exams, if you prepare this topic, suppose syllabus. Let us look at you, take out your syllabus. If you see it, I'll not share it on the screen. You can say, you can look at the syllabus. Have you all taken or have you all in your Google Classroom? It is there. Please take it your syllabus. Please take your syllabus. Take out your syllabus, please. All ready with the syllabus?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the first unit, you see, what is the first unit? What are the main two type of drawings in the first unit? Main two types of figures that you need to, or the main type of concepts. Two concepts are there. Hello? Please. What are two important types of problems from this section 1 or module 1? I mean, if you're looking, you can tell me na.
Epicycloid and hypocycloid.
No, no. Listen, that is yes, that are so those are engineering curves. So I have taught you engineering curves and conic section. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So you will get one question. You will get one question from either engineering curve or engineering conic or conic section. Understood?
Okay, sir.
So you will get around of 12 marks. Around 12 marks you will get it for that particular question. Either it will be a conic section or it may be a engineering curve. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next line. Next unit is line na projection of lines. So mainly from that unit, I will give one question on projection of lines. You have solved problems. You see, you have solved problems on lines now in this particular book. This Agarwal book now, it will come from, it will be okay, you'll get it from right exactly. Okay, so you please practice those solved problems. Those will be your good reference. You don't need to solve unsolved problem, but you see here in this, I think in this, you have in this, this is an old edition. Anyways, this PDF that I've shared with you right now, Basant Agarwal, that so this book from which from whatever book I have, generally I follow this book in the class now. So you have solved problems on lines. Okay, so you will get one question from projection of lines, 10 marks, something like that. Okay, clear? Clear or not? Then you have one problem from section of solids. It may be a pyramid section, I mean projection of solids. Projection of solids. Understood? Projection of solids. So it may be any figure, maybe a pyramid, or it may be a So I will help you. No cylindrical figure. Rather, I will ask you regarding either it may be a pyramid or it may be a prism. Is it okay? It may
Yes,
be a
sir.
pyramid or it may be a prism, but
Yes,
I'll make it simple for
sir.
you. So I'll not ask you regarding cylinder. So I'll ask you, if I ask you, I'll ask you either it may be a pyramid or it may be a prism. So now don't ask me, sir, square pyramid or pentagonal pyramid or hexagonal. So it may be any one of them. Either it may be a square pyramid, hexagonal pyramid, or pentagonal pyramid, or it may be hexagonal prism, square prism, or pentagonal prism. Okay, so I'm trying to make it simpler for you. Only you study the pyramid types, pyramid and prisms. Okay, for the, so you will have one question around 15 marks. You will get from section of solids. So not section, sorry, projection of solids. Is it okay? Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Then you will
No,
have
sir.
yes. Then you will have another question regarding section of solids. Section of solids, from section of solids. Okay, from section of solids you will have another question. So I have taught you two problems. So focus on similar type of problems. Don't I have taught you two problems or not? Section of solids.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so I have taught you to so focus on these two and at least practice other two or three types. It's okay from section of solids. Clear? I have taught you two. One triangular prism I have already taught you in the class, and today I taught you another one. So focus on these two and on focus on other two problems also, similar problems. 2-3 problems you practice from section of solids. Okay, sufficient. Then you will have another two questions from isometric projection. Isometric projection. Okay, of around 13 marks, you will have two types of isometric projection problems. So Partha sir will inform you and he will teach you. So don't worry. And you will have a theory question of 7 marks. Around 7 marks, you will have a theory question from the. It will be given from this book only. This is the book. The theory is at the end of this book. I think sir will tell you what theory to study. Or if there's any issue, ask me also. I can help you with the theory section. So 7 marks theory will come. So you write the theory on the answer sheet, not on the. If there's a physical exam, so you have to write it on the answer sheet, not on the drawing. You have to draw on the drawing sheet, but answer this theory question you have to write it on the answer sheet. Take it. So it was 7 marks. So you please study the theory so that at least you can secure the 7 marks. You can guarantee it. You will be assured of 7 marks if you study the theory. That's it. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
So I think you have now a very clear idea that you will have questions related to conics, and either one question from conics and from conics and from engineering curves you will have one question. Then from projection of lines you have one question, and I told you you see the solved question of projection of lines from the book, so you will get similar type of almost similar. It will you can draw the projection lines from the if you practice those solved problems from the Agarwal book. And conics and engineering curves, I think you know it. Those are not. You just need to know how to draw it. That's it. Okay, engineering curves and conics, you need to know just how to draw it. That's it. The way to draw it. That's it. Engineering curves only hypocycloid, epicycloid, and cycloid. These three only you need to learn. So that is only three. So. And one is involute. So involute only, I think you're familiar with involute also. So that's it. And from conication, you have parabola, hyperbola, ellipse. Parabola, hyperbola, ellipse. These three. Okay. And from projection of lines, I already told you, practice one type of projection of lines problem. I'll not ask you about projection of points. Okay, I'll make it clear. But because if you know projection of lines, so you will obviously know projection of points. So that's why I will not ask you on projection of points. After that, I'll ask you regarding projection of solids. So I will make it simpler I'll try to make it more precise. So concise, I'll tell that you need to only practice the pyramids and prism. That's it. No need to practice the cylinder. Okay. Okay, cylinder or triangular cone. So no need to practice those. Prism and pyramid you practice. It may be a square pyramid. It may be a square prism. It may be a pentagonal prism. It may be a pentagonal pyramid. Okay. So you need to know whether it is, you have to, in that particular problem, you have to focus on whether the solid is inclined to HP and parallel to VP, or it is parallel to VP and inclined to HP, or it is inclined to both the planes. So that you have to find out from the question itself. If you practice, you will obviously understand. If you practice the problem clearly, all the problems you practice, you will obviously come to know whether the solid is inclined to both the planes or it is inclined to one of the plane. Clear? Is it clear? So you practice, and from section of solids, another question. So I have taught you up to, from section of solids I have taught you till today. I have taught you 2 problems. Focus on those 2, and 2 other problems you practice on your own from section of solids. 2 other type of problems you practice on your own from section of solids. Okay. If I get a physical class, then I'll teach you, because online class engineering drawing is not that easy to teach. And this and theory 7 marks. The last unit syllabus, you see in the syllabus, last unit is theory, so 7 marks will come from that. And isometric projection 13 marks. Professor will tell you about that. So you can practice from, I think you have been practicing these days. So is it okay? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Okay, for today, I'll inform you if there is any issue. Okay, thank you. Is it okay, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you have any issues, so I don't know, I have no idea, no one have any idea regarding how the exams will be conducted or when the classes will resume. So till then you study, because you will have exams, physical exams. Be assured that you will have physical exams only. Then you have to come and then give it exams, not online exams. Please, nobody should. Okay, everyone should keep preparing. Okay, don't relax your studies. Practice all the problems. Keep on practicing. Later on, when exam date will be announced, you will be in a problem otherwise. So please, you are at your home now, so you have got enough time. You can study comfortably. So I have also shared the PDF, both the PDF. So practice from the Agarwal book, which I have shared, I think few days ago I have shared it. So practice from that, all those problems. Solve problems on you practice. Yes, solve problems on you practice. So sufficient for you. Sufficient for you. I will give you solve problems. So yes. Is it okay? Okay for today?
Yes, Yes,
So
sir. sir.
thank you. Okay, then thank you. If you have any issues,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
yeah,
sir.
if you have any
Thank you,
issues,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
yes.
Thank you,
If you have
sir.
any issues, if you have any
Thank you,
issues,
sir.
yeah, thank you. So if you have any issues,
Thank you, sir.
contact through your share.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, guys.
Saragol.
Kadir. Hello.
Sargol.
Sargol. শুভ কি কৰি আছা? শুভ কি কৰি আছা তই?
ধন্যবাদ।
স্যার গ'ল নে আছা?
Aswao, bro.